Hello and welcome to the City News Bulletin. Here are our top headlines today.
Applications now open. What can new students expect?
High security. We spoke to the men on the front line.
Meet the Student Association. What the City's Student Association has got to offer.
Applications have opened for hopeful candidates a few months back. We caught up with Alice, who has been working hard to show us and the applicants just what the college has to offer.
I'm here at the heart of City Campus, where we will welcome new excited students in August. But what courses will they choose? Here's a showcase of just a few of them. Looks fab. Back to the studio.
At the very heart of our college, we have the Student Association.
Reese has been taking a look and speaking to some of the students who benefit from this facility.
Thank you, Jessica and Dylan. The City of Glasgow College has got a lot of facilities, one of them being the Students Association. We're now joined with Vice President Josh to talk about the Students Association.
Student Association is like a students' union, so all students in the college are automatically part of the Students Association, and we're there to support the students. So for instance, the presidential team, so myself and the two other VPs and then Megan, who's our student president, we attend like boards and committees to ensure that we're getting the student views across to the executive branch of the college, so that anything that we can do to support the students and change it if we can, and that's what the Student Association is there to do. So we hold like events, you'll see that we do freshers, and this month in particular we're doing LGBT, because it's LGBT History Month. We've got a lot of LGBT events coming up, so like trans inclusion talks and workshops and things like that. So it's the VP for Diversity and Wellbeing who's doing that. There's a variety of different clubs. You have your kind of sports clubs, who our sports coach Andrew Kirk, he kind of runs them. We've got LGBT Society, we've got the Filmmaking Society, Tabletop Gaming, esports, there's the Disabled Persons Network. Yeah, there's quite a few that go on, down at Riverside as well. So yeah, there's quite a few, you can get involved. So I joined because I thought whilst I was at college, I might as well use my spare time to try and fix or help fix some of the issues that I think students face in the college, because I think quite often being a student there's a lot of frustrations, and particularly in like the learning and teaching side of it, which is why I went for my role as the VP for Learning and Teaching, because I could see a lot of issues going on when I was doing my HNC, and I thought, I might as well try and help kind of fix them whilst I'm in college. So hopefully I've done a little bit of that, but we'll have to wait and see how it goes.
That was Vice President Josh. This is Dylan to talk about the Disabled Student Network.
I joined the Disabled Students Network because a lecturer had asked me if I wanted to be part of it, and I had agreed, because they basically sold me on what the club was part of. I have learned that I can kind of work with different people that aren't exactly like me but aren't totally not like me, or ones that are similar to me, or ones that just don't like me at all. So there's a lot of different people that go to it. It has allowed me to have more responsibility. I have less free time, but it also means I have more time spent in the college doing something I enjoy, which is better than, going home and just doing nothing, to me at least. So it's taught me a lot of valuable life skills.
That was Dylan talking about the Disabled Student Network here in the City Student Association. Back to you at the studio.
Now it's time to meet the city's version of the SAS, the men on the front line who keep the campus safe.
Ben has the story.
Hi, it's Ben here, and today we've got an interview with Big Al, one of the best people in the college. Wait and see.
My main role here is Senior Security Officer at the college. So our role isn't just security, our role is customer service. So it's meeting and greeting people as they come into the building, directing people, assisting people. It's not only a security role as such, it's a role that involves a lot of different things. So that's just part of the job that we do. And as you seen me earlier, picking bags up off people and carrying them to destinations, whatever needs done. Not having their cards, not using their cards, not using the barriers properly, or smoking and vaping. That's the main points. We have patrols of the building, so we'll do patrols from the 10th floor, even from the 11th floor, all the way down, especially in locking up the building of a night time. You have to make sure that all toilets are empty and all areas are clear. It's a very large building to lose someone in quite easily. We also have CCTV in the building. There's over 650 cameras in this building watching you on a daily basis. So we can actually watch you from the minute you walk through the door to the minute you leave. Started working security many years ago with a company called Specialised Security in Scotland. We had a very brief period with them where I decided security wasn't for me. About 6-7 years later, I was working and living in London, and I used to frequent a nightclub, and I was asked by the head doorman if I wanted some part-time work, and that ended up with 4.5 years working in the Old Kent Road in South East London, and then went from there to working with Group 4 Security, where I became one of the site supervisors, running a company called Level 3 Security. I then moved from there to working at a private gentlemen's club called the Garrick Club in London, where I worked with Rich and Famous for over 17 years, working nights, 5 nights a week. I left the Garrick Club to then relocate back to Scotland with my wife, and job appeared at the college, applied for the position, and here I am. I think the newest challenge was dealing with young people, because I had dealt with older generation for some years. So trying to break down barriers with young people instead of someone who's maybe more mature. So this is why I try and meet and greet as many people coming into the building as possible. I want you to see us as a friendly team. I don't want you to see us as the big bad security man.
That was Big Al there, with his interview about security in the college. Back to you at the studio.
And that's all we have time for today.
We hope you can join us next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.